注意書きなのだ。重要なのは2番なのだ。やってくで。
Ah, there you are. I hope you've had more success than I, my friend. I thought that I'd be able to replicate an antidote using some of the old recipes in my ancient herbal apothecary, but nothing I've concocted thus far has worked. This poison is proving very resistant to our tried and true elixirs. That's just it. I identified the various plants, root, stem, and leaf, but they aren't those plants. Not exactly. Neither did I, at least not at first. But after careful study, I can see that someone with extensive agricultural knowledge created new and more potent versions of the rare plants used to prepare the poison. Oh, did you discover who sent the wine? Garrick's Rest. Strange magic saturates the wildlife around those ruins. If that's the source of the poison, I'll need samples to craft an antidote. Meet me there. I fear we could be dealing with another rogue druid, and a powerful one at that. We'll need to proceed carefully once we get to Garrick's Rest. If we are dealing with a powerful druid, we won't be able to avoid them for long. That sounds like the Ascendant Order. But only a skilled druid could alter plants and create this vile poison. We know they worked with the Eldertide Circle before. Maybe they still have some druid allies assisting them. The tincture I provided will slow the poison's spread, but it won't hold off the inevitable forever. She should be all right for a while longer, but I do recommend we hurry. Once I have a sample of the plants, I know I can craft an antidote. Friend, look. It appears something heavy was dragged up and down this hill recently. Do you see? The ground is disturbed, suggesting heavy crates were dragged up and down the hillside. And see over there? Debris. Let's take a closer look. A door! That's definitely where whatever made the marks came from. I can't tell if whatever was dragged here came out of those doors and went inside them. Perhaps both? Proceed with caution, but I definitely want to look around in there. Take a look at that pile of paper.
ようこそアセンダント侵入会員。前期島での出来事の後、私たちは敗北したと信じる者が多くいる。だが私たちの夢の情熱は簡単には消されない。あなたは私たちを見つけるために噂とささやきに従ってきた。すぐに他の者たちが私たちの土地を支配する王室の主戦論者たちに反対する成長するうねりにいるあなたたちに加わるだろう。一つの放棄がストレスに来ている。ゲイロンの出来事は始まりに過ぎない。あなたのドルイドの兄弟姉妹を正当に私たちのものを取り戻す運動に加えよ。 カソラインの夢は実現するだろう。そして一緒に私たちはブレトンの遺産を取り戻すだろう。約束する。アセンダント王。
The Ascendant Lord is recruiting disillusioned druids after the events on Galen. Insidious. Rebuilding his ranks with disillusioned druids. Oh, the Ascendant Lord will say anything to recruit his army. But to allude to a druidic prophecy, what exactly is the Ascendant Lord promising his followers? Those must be the crates the courier delivered. Check the labels.
Our independence lies with the success of the order.
水取り急行者差出人、ダガーフォール受取人、確固たるものの館内容器箱6、おじかとボバの甲冑師から当て、確固たるものの会、指揮官マルグリット。
Those were intended for Steadfast Manor. Why deliver them here? See what's inside the open one. Society of the Steadfast Armor. With that, the Ascendant Order could impersonate Steadfast Knights. The crates the courier delivered were intended for Steadfast Manor. I wonder why she was hired to bring them here.
ドルイドエドレルド、あなたのガリックの休息所の下の庭園が花盛りであると承知している。完璧だ。あなたがワインの荷物を受け取ったら、私はあなたにこのように進めてほしい。あなたの新しく開発した毒を瓶の一つに加えよう。アラベル夫人への贈り物の詰め合わせの一つにするようそれを準備した。彼女の疑いは深くなり、私たちが行動を起こさなければ、確固たるものの館の私たちの代理人を発見し得るだろう。彼女はこの希少なワインに抵抗できないだろう。彼女は彼女のワインを愛している。私たちが女皇爵エリーヤへ送る贈り物にも同じことをせよ。その後、残りの瓶を木箱に詰めよう。ある配達人が外であなたと会うだろう。彼女から荷物を受け取り、その後彼女にワインの木箱を与えよう。配達人はそれらをナビレ城へ配達する命令を受けている。すべて計画通りに行けば、アラベルとエリーやリョーナとも死ぬだろう。そして避難はデュフォーとかの造反者へとまっすぐに落ちるだろう。異物については、私がいない間、保管のためにあなたに与える。私の不在中に、確固たるものの館が危険にさらされるなら、貯蔵室の下のトンネルに入るためにそれを使え、そこで見つけた文書をすべて破壊せよ。時期が来るまで、私たちの真の身元は明らかにしてはならない。アセンダント王。
The Ascendant Lord gave clear orders to this druid alchemist. We need to find that garden. Is that a key over there? We didn't expect the Ascendant Order to wither away, but I had no idea its roots ran so deep. And it seems they have crept into our most trusted circles. Someone at Steadfast Manor diverted this armor shipment here. Let's review what we uncovered. We know that the Ascendant Lord allied with factions of the Eldertide and Firesong circles, but to actively promote a sacred druidic prophecy to gain followers to his cause. What about those crates we found? Armor that the Ascendant Order can use to impersonate Steadfast Knights. I know Captain Marguerite by reputation. We must talk to her about the shipments. But first, I still need to gather samples of the plants used to make the poison. And I assume the key we found will grant us access to this alchemical garden. Then I can craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She and Lord Bakara will know how to best handle this situation once she recovers from the poison. That's what I was looking for. A sister's cave bloom. But I've never seen one with quite that color before. I'll take a sample. I just need a moment to gather samples of this plant. I spotted a druid ritual box over there. They're meant to hold important components and sacred relics. You should examine it and see what it contains. With these, I should be able to craft an antidote. What did you find over there? I gathered enough of the plant to craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She will soon be on her way to a full recovery. Did you find anything interesting in the druid ritual box? That's a shard of the green. I've never seen an intact one before. Long ago, druids used them to protect sacred locations. The practice withered like leaves on a dying vine, mostly because they were so hard to come by. Hang on to that for now. Now we do exactly what Lady Arabelle would want us to. We follow the clues. Head to Steadfast Manor. We need to talk to Captain Marguerite. I'll meet you there after I start the preparations for the antidote.
以上、愛知県名古屋、終わり。